The Bible contains a special book, a collection of short, wise sayings called Proverbs. It is a treasure chest filled not with gold or jewels, but with something far more precious, wisdom for everyday life. This book is like a kind and gentle teacher, offering guidance on how to live well. It does not use complex words or demand deep theological knowledge. Instead, it speaks to the heart of our daily experiences. It provides simple truths that help us navigate our relationships within our families, our conduct at work, our friendships, and most importantly, our walk with God. The purpose of this ancient book is wonderfully practical, aiming to help ordinary people make good and sensible choices. Proverbs is a book about living, not just believing. It is about how faith looks when it puts on its work clothes and goes about its day. The wisdom found within its pages is not about having a high IQ or memorizing a long list of facts. It is about having good sense, sound judgment, and a heart that is aligned with God's truth. These sayings are like small lanterns, each one illuminating the path just ahead. 2 verses in Proverbs act like bookends, framing the entire collection of wisdom with one foundational truth. The first is Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Later in Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. This concept, the fear of the Lord, might sound intimidating at first, but it is not about being terrified of God. It is about deep, profound respect, an overwhelming sense of awe for who He is. It is the humble recognition that He is God, and we are not. This fear is the starting line for all true learning and understanding. It's the posture of a willing student before a master teacher. We acknowledge God's wisdom is infinitely greater than our own. It's admitting we need His guidance to navigate life's complexities. In contrast, the proverb says, "Fools despise wisdom." A fool here is not unintelligent but proud. A fool believes they have all the answers and closes their ears to correction. So this proverb calls us to humility. We must be willing to listen, to learn, to be corrected. One of the most beloved passages is Proverbs 3:5-6. It offers a clear and comforting promise. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This is a beautiful invitation to a life of deep and abiding trust. It speaks to our tendency to control everything, to have a 5-year plan, to understand every twist and turn in the road ahead. God gently asks us to let go of that need for control, and to place our confidence in Him instead. Trust with all your heart is an all-in commitment. Trust Him with finances when the account is low. Trust Him with health when the report is concerning. Trust Him with relationships when they feel broken. Our understanding is limited, but God sees the journey from beginning to end. Relying only on what we see is like navigating an ocean with a shoreline map. Submit to Him. Acknowledge His presence in work, family, free time, and secret thoughts. Trust fully. Refuse to lean only on logic. Acknowledge God, and He will make your paths straight. Not ease without obstacles, but guidance toward His best destination for us. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. The heart is the center of our being, the source of thoughts, feelings, desires, decisions. As the well's water determines the stream's quality, the heart shapes the life that flows from it. Our words, actions, and attitudes all flow from this inner source. Guard it above all else. If our heart becomes contaminated, everything else will be affected. Bitterness produces bitter words and resentful actions. Lust leads to impure choices. Anxiety cripples life with fear. Conversely, peace, love, and truth produce kindness, integrity, and courage. Guarding the heart is ongoing. Be a careful gatekeeper of what enters. Choose wisely what you watch, hear, and read. Be discerning in conversations and friendships. Refuse to dwell on what is negative, impure, or ungrateful. Focus on what is true, noble, and good. A woman replaces nightly scrolling with reading and gratitude, journaling, and finds peace, contentment, and gratitude. Like tending a garden, pull the weeds and plant good seeds. A man in a negative office guards his heart with new habits. At lunch, he chooses a walk and a faith podcast over gossip. Before entering home, he pauses to pray, leaving workplace stress behind. This small gatekeeping act changes the atmosphere in his home and restores his peace. In a world obsessed with appearances, Proverbs offers a radical perspective on true beauty. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. This verse reminds us where lasting value is found. Inner beauty, kindness, integrity, wisdom, compassion grows more radiant over time. Cultivate and praise character above charisma in spouses, friends, and yourself. A young man chooses a partner of godly character over surface charm and builds a beautiful life. The wisdom of Proverbs is meant to be lived in ordinary days. Begin with reverence, trust God's direction, and guard the heart, the wellspring of life. These are gentle invitations, taken one small step at a time. Perhaps pause and pray before a frustrating email, or switch off a negative show. Perhaps speak praise for someone's character, not merely appearance. Do not be overwhelmed. Choose one proverb and live it this week. His grace is sufficient. All wisdom points back to God Himself. Guard your heart. Trust in the Lord. When we entrust our hearts to Him, He begins a beautiful work within us. He straightens our paths, He purifies our motives and cultivates His character in us. The goal is not perfect self-wisdom, but deeper dependence on our all-wise, all-loving God. Take a moment now. Acknowledge God. Ask where to trust Him more. Lean on your understanding less, and guard your heart today.